everybody, and welcome to Naturally Kim's Knitting. I'm Kim, and this is a podcast about knitting and spinning and dyeing of yarn, all of which I do from my home right here outside of Lima, Ohio. I live here with my puppy, who's sound asleep right now, and my kitty cat, who's around somewhere, but I don't know where, and I don't know what you call him, but he's my father-in-law's cat, Tommy. And then there's my father-in-law and my very, very handsome husband. Whew! Think I got everybody. Anyways, I want to welcome everybody. Today is January 28th, and this is episode 195. Now, I'm all over the internet. I shouldn't say that. I have not ever done Snapchat because I'm not sure how to do it anyways. But on Ravelry, I've got my individual website page called NapiersKnits, and then I have the podcast group, which is Naturally Kim's Knitting Podcast Group. When you go there, you can put finished objects in our finished object thread, which you could get a prize at the end of the month or beginning of the next month. Or you can enter other knit-alongs that we have going on, or you can comment, or all different kinds of things. Now, Instagram, I'm known as knittin_Kim. You can go to Instagram and enter all these contests, too, that I'll be talking about in a few minutes. And then I'm known as Naturally Kim's Knitting on YouTube, Blogger, and WordPress. Whew! Okay. Well, I was talking about how we have some knit-alongs going on, and we do. My goodness, I just had somebody put a lot of dishcloths and everything in the finished object, January finished object thread. And boy, there's a lot in there now. And they're all so beautiful. Makes me feel bad. I just started working on dishcloths again. And I've not gotten nearly that amount of dishcloths done. Anyways, all you have to do to enter the finished object knit-along is to finish an object. Knitting, spinning, dyeing, crocheting, woodcraft, sewing, anything. Just go ahead and take a picture of it. If there's a pattern name, put that with it, and just post it under the finished object thread for January. Now, the prizes that you have to choose from are a $10 gift card from KnitPicks or from Amazon, or a giftable pattern value up to $10. Now, I told you could post this on Instagram. Well, to do that, use hashtag NKK January. NKK is for Naturally Kim's Knitting. And you could also post it on the blogs. If you want to see the links, just go under the show notes, except on YouTube. They don't let you do hyperlinks. But go under the show notes and click on Wordpress or Blogger, and you can go to one of those places and enter it. I also have one for my dear friend Myla. Myla's Knit Corner. She has such beautiful patterns. So I decided to have a 3-month knit-along for her. It started January 1st. It goes through March 31st. She has shawls, mitts, hats, all kinds of beautiful things. So go there, and yes, you have to pay for the patterns, but she is a sweetheart, and she is a great designer. So anyways, I forgot where I was going with this. To enter the Myla's Knit Corner knit-along, there's a thread on Ravelry. Take a picture of the item, and I know these items have pattern names, so put the pattern name there, and just click whatever it is. I can't remember if it says enter or whatever. Anyways, and that's how you enter the Myla's Knit Corner. Now you can enter that on Instagram using hashtag NKKMyla. Or you can post it on my WordPress or Blogger. What are those called? Blogs. So, yeah, you have until the end of March, and then I will close that on April 1st and do the drawings. Woo! Well, I've got a lot on my needles. I'm going to show you the next Chemo Cap that I'm making. Oh, I didn't bring the pom-pom over. It's Corone cupcakes. See, I actually have the wrapper this time. And this is colorway Sour Grapes. And it is knitting up. So cute. So cute. So I've got this far on this Chemo Cap. Actually, I'll probably, if I can sit down and concentrate, I'll probably get this done in a day or two. I have issues concentrating right now, but I'll explain that later. Then, I also have a dishcloth that I'm working on, and it is actually from a pattern. I say that because sometimes I just knit them, you know, don't really have a pattern. It's called Lattice Hearts. I'll show you a picture of it, because mine doesn't look anything like that right now. Lattice Hearts, and I wanted to make sure I get who made it. Designed by Rachel Van Schie, S-C-H-I-E. So that's what I'm working on, because I wanted to do something Valentine-ish. I've not gotten very far yet. Ta-da! You can see the bottom of a heart. It's a nice. It's going to be a nice size cloth. Once again, I have to be able to sit down and concentrate, especially on this since there is a pattern involved. If I'm doing my hats or my socks, it's just basically memory right now. Muscle memory, I guess you could call it. So, and the way I work my socks, I should tell you, I work one sock of a pair on a day, one day, until I either get to a heel or you know, if I get done. Usually if I get the toes done, I'm fine with that, and then I'll drop that and work on another sock. But I don't know what happened here. This is my soup kitchen sock. I like it. It's working up. This is wool-free sock, Premier wool-free sock. And it's in the Pueblo colorway. This is the one. I really do need to look this up. It's a 93% acrylic and 7% PBT. PBT. I really should look it up sometime. But I like how it's working up. Isn't that pretty? That's the one sock. And that's why I said, I don't know what I was doing. Because I just said, I've also dropped some stitches. Give me a second here. And my hand's shaking. I'm not nervous. How could I be nervous talking to all you lovely people? And I do think you guys are all lovely. Even if I don't know what you look like, I know from your comments that you are all lovely people. But anyways, the other one, I made it quite far. And then I didn't pick this one up. So I don't know why I didn't. I do know I took it to a funeral last week, and I never did work on it. So maybe that's why I thought I was going to catch up there, and I didn't. So I'm going to have to do some makeup work on that. But first, I'm working on Genevieve's socks. And when I was out there, they were both wearing size 8, Genevieve and Tobias. But I thought, you know what? I better check with Molly and see if they're still in size 8. It's a good thing. She texted me back. She says, oh, no, they're size 10 now. They're a little bit large on them, but they're size 10. Made a difference because I would have been stopping a lot sooner. Ooh, goodness, when I carried these over here, I wasn't as gentle as I should be. So I dropped another stitch. But this one should be easy to fix. There we go. So yesterday I worked on this till I got past the heel. This is her size. Then I got to the heel, and now I'm getting ready for the leg. Then the other one I was going to work on today. I have to decide if I'm going to make up the soup kitchen sock or work on this. It'll probably be this. This is an act for my grandchild. Because I only got the toes done on that one. Maybe I'll work on this till I catch up, till I get through the heel, and then I'll work on the other one. I don't know. Then, whoops, almost dropped my phone. I've been talking about these socks that I'm making for my girlfriend's brother, and I am now getting, well, I finished the foot, finished the heel. Same thing on the other one, do the foot and heel. Now I'm ready for the pattern. So hopefully next week I will not be at the same place. Hopefully I will have started the pattern. I've told you it's a very complex one. I don't know why I did that, but I did. It's a Celtic knot, and I just got carried away. But I'm going to see how it works up. I think it's going to be pretty. I'm just hoping Phil thinks that. My goodness, having issues today. Finished objects. Finished dishcloth, but it's not over here. Neither is the Chemo Cap. I did not bring my finished objects over here. I apologize. I did finish a Chemo Cap, and I finished a dishcloth, and I was going to show it to you. Honest, I was. But I didn't. I didn't bring them over, and I'm not going to pause this and go and get it, because, hey. I do not ever have this many issues with my phone keeping my place. Now, it's time for talking. You know me. I love to chat. Well, this is episode 195, which means in 5 episodes, it will be my 200th podiversary. I'm going to have, I haven't got the prices out yet, but I'm going to at least have $10 gift cards for Amazon or KnitPicks or a giftable pattern. But I also have some other things I wanted to show. So I will try to get those out next week. And you will have your option of which one you want. But in order to win it, you have to pretend that you're stranded on a desert island. What yarn and needles would you take? Or crochet hook. What yarn and needles or crochet hook would you take? Or, you know what, we can make this any craft. You could hand sew. If you want to do woodworking, which one woodworking tool would you bring? Anything. I want to be so open with this. My brother watches this, and he does woodworking, but he never enters, and he's eligible. Hey. Okay, so what craft item and yarn or material would you take? One. Just, you know, don't give me 2 or 3. What book, besides the Bible will be there. What book would you take? And what one other favorite thing would you like on your island? Now, you can enter that either on Ravelry under the 200th podcast thread, or you can go to Instagram and do hashtag NKK200TH. So NKK200th. Or you can enter on Blogger or WordPress. I put the links in the show notes. I'm excited about this. I just forgot to get out what the prizes were going to be. I'm sorry. Now, I do want to let you know, I am an affiliate with KnitPicks and with Amazon. So I usually try to let you know what kind of things are on sale. This is not fair. I had to call my husband because I was going to make this sweater, Shakespeare in Love. It's by, I know who it's by, why can't I think? Carol Sunday. She did a jacket, a coat that I made too. Anyways, okay. I was going to make it in red. I don't have many red sweaters. So I was going to make it in red, but I was going to dye my own yarn. Well, KnitPicks went and put all their red and pink yarn on sale, 30% off. I thought about getting wool of the Andes to do my knitting, um, but I'm debating. I don't mind if it has a little acrylic in it, because that helps it hold its shape better. So I had to call my husband, because he does our budget, and so I always turn to him before I buy yarn. And I say, or I try to, and he said, "Well, that's a good deal." I said, "Well, think about it and let me know at the end of the day, or tomorrow, or whatever." So I might be getting a yarn acquisition soon. It's less expensive to buy the pink or the red than to get the yarn and get the, I was going to do Kool-Aid dyeing and get the Kool-Aid and dye it. So, hey. But they have over 200 yarns, 30% off. Then they have 40% off of all their pattern books. It's not there. It's not there. I don't need any more pattern books, but they're always so lovely to look at. Yeah, and that's KnitPicks. I didn't see that they still have their Cotton on sale, so maybe because they're having their pink and red, Cotton is over. I'm not sure. Okay, I have to tell you. Okay, so I am so horrible about going to family reunions. Mainly because any car ride, jars my back, jars my feet, jars my hands, and I am in misery. Well, I think I told you my father's last sibling has passed away. So his brothers and sisters are now all in heaven. I said, boy, heaven's going to be very loud and raucous right now. Anyways, the funeral was last week, and Randy and I went, and I saw a cousin that I haven't seen for a long time, Leanne. I love her. We used to run around together all the time, but I just don't stay in contact with her. Well, we started talking after the funeral, at the dinner, and it was just like we picked up right where we left off. I love friends like that. And then I got to see her sister Linda, who I hadn't seen since she had her stroke. And then while I was talking to both of them, it dawned on me I owe them both a pair of socks. Linda was the one who taught me how to knit. So I owe a lot to Linda. And so I said, I can't decide if I'm going to pass up Soup Kitchen socks. I have to do Tobias' socks. So I may end up passing up Soup Kitchen socks while I work on Linda's and Leanne's. I'm not sure. They're going to have to be special because they're both very special people to me. But it was so good it's weird to say, it was good to go to the funeral and the dinner. My hair looks so bad today. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know what happened to it. I've been looking at the camera, or looking at my monitor, thinking, oh, I should look at the camera because I really don't like the way my hair looks. But it was so nice. I got to see my brother Rick and his son Tim, and we sat down and we talked. And cousins that I haven't seen for a while. So I have decided I'm going to try to go to the next family reunion. Now I've put it on video. Leanne, you can hold me to it. Unless I'm in California. Now, if I'm in California, you're not going to pull me back because grandkids top everything. Speaking of grandkids, my grandson Tobias had a birthday. Now, at the end of the video, I'm going to try putting pictures of them at the end because, I'm going to try to make the beginning short. At the very beginning, I'll put one picture of my cat, my dog, my hubby, But at the end, I'm going to put my most current pictures of Genevieve and Tobias. Well, we got him a scooter. So, and they called me the day before his birthday, and they hadn't opened the big box yet, and he wanted to do it on video chat with me. So he was opening it. My granddaughter was holding the photo. I was talking with her, so I didn't get to see his face when he opened it. But even though it was raining in California, he took that scooter out and he played with it up and down the driveway, and he just was having a blast. They sent videos later that I'm not going to post on YouTube because YouTube doesn't want you to post videos of children. But there was pictures of him going down the driveway and back, and he would stop partway and he'd say, "Cheese!" And his mom would say, "Well, I'm taking a video." Then, oh, this isn't the last thing. Oh, I didn't even look those up. But my shoulder has, I told you last week, I have 2 knee replacements, 2 shoulder replacements. My cervical discs are fused together. And I really wasn't, my knees and my shoulders are made from titanium. So they should last a long while. Well, my shoulder has been acting up. And you saw me holding things up. That's about as high as I can reach this arm without pain. And moving it to the side, I can't go very far without pain. Now I'm hoping it's going to be something simple. Maybe he'll put me in physical therapy, and that will help me get my motion back, because it's my right arm. And when I sit down to knit, even putting it close to my side, when I sit down to knit, it starts hurting, and I just can't concentrate. And that's why I was saying I really haven't gotten very far, because I am actually sometimes just watching the television or reading a book without knitting in my hands because it hurts so much. I go tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. to see one of my favorite doctors. I do like him. He's a very nice man, Dr. Patel. I may have told this story before, but I'm going to tell it again. I've had carpal tunnel surgery too. And when you do carpal tunnel, you're not put to sleep. They numb your hand so you don't feel anything. And he was chatting with his nurses. He says, "Yeah, this lady's amazing. She's had," I can't remember what my age was, but he said, at her age, she's had both her knees replaced and both her shoulders replaced. He goes, "How about your hips?" I said, "My hips are fine." He goes, "Praise the Lord." I decided I really like this doctor. Now, I know you've heard me talk about Fiona before. Such a wonderful, wonderful lady. Well, she contacted me not long ago and said she was going to send some yarn that we can use for prizes, or I can keep some, or whatever. 2 packages. She lives in England. The postage, I just can't even imagine. Well, I got 1 package yesterday. The envelope itself looked like it'd been run through the mill, but she put everything in this nice bag, so it didn't matter. Now I'm going to show you the yarn I'm going to keep first. It's all lovely, but I saw this yarn by the West Yorkshire Spinners, and it's purple. And I like using this yarn for socks. This is a wool, 75% wool, 25% nylon. And I've used this for socks before. I forget if they put colorways or not. No, there's not a colorway. But isn't that lovely? And then another purple one. I'm sorry, all you purple lovers. I'm hogging this purple yarn. And I need more socks. My socks are wearing out. I've had them for years and years, and I noticed that a heel had a hole in it, or I could probably fix it, but I got this. I got this yarn. I thank you, Fiona. Now, don't think that she wasn't thinking of you guys. In fact, I may make some of this some of the prizes. We have another Yorkshire West Yorkshire spinners, and it has purple in it, but I decided I can't hog all the yarn. And isn't that lovely? I love the rainbow colors. Isn't that lovely? And to go with that, she also sent, I tell you, she's very generous. She sent Addie 2.0 millimeter needles. I may end up keeping one pair of these needles too because I like Addie's. If that's okay with you, Fiona. And then we have a 2.0, and I like the short cables too. And then we have the Gu premium stainless steel, the red ones, and this is US 00, and they're the 9-inch ones. I should have said, yeah, it did say these were Addie's. So in addition to one of the yarns, you could have your choice of needles, and I will include, she's very generous, I will include these stitch markers. Aren't they lovely? I showed them to my husband last night, and he didn't get, why I thought they were so special. But I think the colors are pretty. I think this whole set is pretty, and it comes on its own little safety pin, which I do like those. I have the stitch holders I have on a safety pin. So the winner could choose from that, or these are the ones that I am tempted to keep because my husband loves them. They're lammies. Whoops, bag fell. Don't know if you can see that. They're different lammies. And my husband collects sheep. I'm sorry. Not real sheep, but But this is a set of sheep progress markers. If nobody claims them, I will get them. So when you win a yarn, you can pick either a needle or you can pick stitch markers or progress markers. Now, that's not the only yarn. I wasn't being that selfish. Let me see if there's something else down here. Oh yeah. Well, these I am keeping because I'm afraid I'm going to lose them if I put them in my prize pile. These are also stitch markers. Aren't those unique? They're triangles. You can see them. I don't know. Anyways, they're triangles. So I decided those I am keeping because I'm afraid I will lose them in my prize bin. Then there's this lovely, lovely yarn. And this is Peggy May Yarns. And I should just show you the label. Come on, camera, focus. The yarn's in the way. Anyways, this is confetti 4-ply. It's not showing it very well. I think because I have these mitts on. It's 80% superwash wool, 10% cashmere, and 10% nylon. 100 grams, 350 meters, and it is soft. So whoever gets this will be very lucky. So yes, for the 200th anniversary, there's things that you can get besides KnitPicks, Amazon, or Pattern. Thank you, Fiona. Whoever wins needs to put a big thank you out there for Fiona. She is so generous. She said she does it because she likes giving back to the knitting community. And she is such a sweetheart. So she has another package coming. It didn't come with this one. So I figured today or tomorrow I'm going to have another opening of a package. Happy time. Anyways, I did do book reviews this week, but I did not write them down. See if I can... I don't know if I can bring them up. I should be able to bring them up on here. Anyways, if you want to see what I'm reading, there is a link at the end of the show notes, and it goes to my Blogger account. Yeah, I'm not sure how to get to it from here. So anyways, I did read some good books. I just can't remember what they were called right now. I'm reading a good book now. It's a fantasy book called Chosen. Anyways, I think that's it for today. Oh, I've gone a half hour. I am so sorry. And then you put the introduction and the ending. Ugh, sorry. I usually like to go 20 minutes, but I had to show what Fiona donated. So anyways, I've loved talking with you guys today. Even if my shoulder hurts, I don't care because I get to talk with you. Depending what the doctor puts me through, I may or may not be able to do this weekly, but pray that he can find the problem and that we can work it out together. I don't know. I sit there and I go through the options, and it's like a cortisone shot isn't going to do anything in titanium. And then I'm thinking, physical therapy, it could help. But right before I had my shoulder surgeries before, I had these same symptoms, my shoulder replacements. And I went through therapy, and it didn't do anything. I really do not want to have another replacement already. I don't know why I would need one already. But anyway, sorry. It's just on my mind. And which is why I'm not getting a lot of knitting done. Anyways, I love just chatting with you guys. Big hugs. I love you all. I thank you for taking the time to watch this. If you want to see the newest pictures of my grandkids, stay tuned at the end, and they'll be there. Anyways, I hope you all have a wonderful week. I hope all your craftiness goes very smoothly without mistakes. But if you make a mistake, I hope it's a small one and easy to fix. I love you. Big, big hugs. And hopefully I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.